I found myself struggling. What do I do? How do I manage?
You all have everything you need.
Hey there, if you want to grab attention and draw people to you, then you can use the same simple technique that these great speakers are using. Some call it the rule of three, points of view. Researchers have said it's the personalization principles. The fact is that this is a powerful way that captivates. If you want to engage your audience, then your presentation or your talk or your speech has to connect with them. And there's really only one way that we as humans are drawn to listen. Take a look at this example where Michele Obama is so good in applying this technique.
But I tell that story because it also helped me get accustomed to pushing through fears and hesitation earlier. When your parents are telling you, I think you are capable of doing this, it made me feel competent. One of the things that I say for so many of us who are struggling with fear is that it's a tricky emotion because it can keep you safe, but it can keep you stuck if you don't learn how to decode it.
I've been studying speakers, influencers, leaders, celebrities, and really analyzing their communication skills. And you can find a lot of specific examples on my channel. If you haven't done so already, can you hit the like and the subscribe? Thank you so much. But it took me a while to really get it, to really understand how can you make your message, your core message or your core story relatable to them? How can you make them listen? And that's where this specific technique comes in handy. Because Michele Obama, she's a master of the art. The way she speaks, the way she captivates, the way she touches people's hearts is by using this 3 points of view. I first learned about this technique by reading the book Consider This by Chuck I never can remember his name, Palahniuk. Okay, I'll link to the book below. But he talks about the 3 points of view. I, you, and we. I, me, my, you, your, yours, we, us, all of that. But if you keep mixing between those 3 points of view, that's how the audience will relate and will resonate.
Your time and on you doesn't mean that you have to say yes. You get to decide because you're the master of your fate.
Let's take an example with the topic of confidence, just to put this in practice. Confidence is a topic I adore. So if my core message would be to empower you to boost your confidence, I could start with something like, I used to have so little confidence. And as a child, as a young adult, I was so afraid of what other people would think of me. But you know that life starts out of your comfort zone. And if we could all challenge ourselves a little bit more, we could really boost and awaken our confidence. Do you see how I started with me, my story? I had no confidence. You can step out of your comfort zone. And if we could all challenge ourselves, so I, you, we, if you can mix those 3 and play around with that, and in whatever talk or speech or presentation or meeting, and you want to draw people in, you want to touch people, you want to grab but also hold people's attention so they keep listening. You always have to address them. It doesn't mean that you always have to use the 3, but I've found that if you use I and you, or I and we, or you and we, and you just play around with that, you're constantly shifting, points of view, and you're constantly grabbing the attention again. I hope this makes sense. Can you put it in the comments if it does make sense? Please try this out. Try the technique and try to mix and match these I, me, my, you, yours, we, us. I used to tell my own story and I failed massively because I couldn't keep people listening to me because it was all about me. But it's not about me. People don't care about me. People care about them. So if you can address them, make it relatable, make them resonate, use examples that relate to them, and use the you and we. And if there's one person who does this brilliantly, it's Michele Obama. And there's a ton more examples in this next video that you can use as a guide, as an example, and just copy from and make it your own. Have fun practicing this. You'll see the results. I'll see you in this next video.